sorry, ma. The network is a bit slow.
Don't lose customers to long queues. With the First Money Merchant POS, every checkout is fast, reliable, and instantly settled.
Finally, quick and easy.
Get your First Money Merchant POS now on www.firstbanknigeria.com/get-your-POS or at any First Bank branch close to you. First Bank, you first.
It's another edition of Conversation on Oluyole FM 8.5 in the city of Ibadan. Yes, a program where we give you stories making the rounds, making headlines across the country, over the shores of the country, and yes, around the world. Yes, we will give you the stories, and of course, we will give our own opinions, views about the stories and advice on any story that needs such. And of course, when the time comes, you will also have the opportunity to make your own opinions and views known about these stories that we have dished out to you on Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. And yes, networking with Okeogun 96.3 FM, Agility 92.1 FM, Gambari, Ogbomoso, and of course, you can check us up on Facebook. You will meet us there. That means you can beat the reach. No one beats the reach. Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Conversation is the program. My name is Bimbo Akambi. Yes, the program is still Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Well, yes, gale of defections. Yes, defections. It has happened once again. Defection intrigues as Deputy Governor, 2 senators, rep members ditch Bayelsa Governor. Yes, and Diri. Yes, I'll still go through the stories. Diri is saying, is giving us reasons why he dumped the PDP, People's Democratic Party. And Senator Dixon says, yes, I think he has solutions to PDP's problems. Yes, and he said it is not by joining APC, and more rep members will follow Bayelsa Governor very soon. That is according to a source. Yes, the crisis rocking the nation's main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, blossomed further on Wednesday as the governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Dili, announced his resignation from the party. However, intrigues and more political calculations continued to unfold as the Bayelsa situation has deepened the gulf among the stakeholders in the People's Democratic Party. And investigations indicate that the Bayelsa scenario has further polarized the politics actors in the state along the lines of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC and the opposition PDP. And this is coming on the heels of reports that the immediate past governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Siriaki Dixon, and other members of the House of Representatives from the state may ditch Dili and stick to the opposition PDP. And now, some remarks here. Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, said on Wednesday that his decision to leave the PDP on Wednesday was made after wide consultations with stakeholders of the party. Consultations with who and who are the stakeholders? He also said in a statement by his spokesman, Daniel Alabra, that the decision was for obvious reasons. What are the obvious reasons? Yes, some people are here. They are still in the PDP trying to make the boat afloat, the ship of the PDP, to make it running. But some people are saying because of consultations with some stakeholders. Who are those stakeholders? Yes, Tola, who are those stakeholders? You know, the defections now. Dili is making some excuses here why he defected from the PDP. Siraki Dixon is also saying that yes, immediate past state governor Senator Henry Siraki Dixon argued that the solution to the crisis rocking the PDP is not for members to defect to the ruling APC. And according to him, in a democracy, there must be opposition. The type of the PDP is capable of leading in the current dispensation.
So why are the big names defecting? Mr. Dixon is saying this, and we hear him say this, that the solution is not for them to defect, and the PDP has what it takes, according to him, to be a viable opposition. So why are they leaving? Why are those governors leaving? What is making them leave? And some people have been blaming President Tinubu, saying that he's one orchestrating everything, that he wants to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. But last time I checked, President Tinubu never went with a rope to put around the necks of these governors and these senators to drag them into the APC. They went in of their own volition. And the one talking about stakeholders, I'm also asking, like you are asking Bimbo, which stakeholder can be more important than the people of that state, than the people of the state, so that is jumping boats. And I don't know if the people that chose PDP over APC are also going to jump boat with him. Where is the place of the people in all this? If he's talking about stakeholders, about the powerful elements, about those who are supposed to determine where the pendulum will swing, in the view, in the mentality of the average Nigerian politician, then I think that is very unfortunate. And I keep saying it, but I still have this feeling that a lot of these people are in for surprises in 2027, when they think that the people are just like goats or maybe cows, that you just tell them to go in a particular direction and they obey without questioning. And so you are the one that determines. So once you have jumped boats, like I said, and they are going to another party, you expect the people of that state to jump boats with you.
Well, there are fears, however, that people have been saying in the past months, that these mass defections might ignite one-party state, a one-party state. So there are fears here now. There's this write-up here, and it says the development has ignited fears of a one-party state, with opposition leaders condemning the mass movement to the ruling party. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the 2023 Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi dismissed the defections as acts of desperation by politicians seeking personal survival. So they are condemning those politicians that defected. So what are they doing with the ADC? Atiku was from the PDP for a long time. Peter Obi, LP, but romancing with the ADC. We don't know what is happening. All of these are just some kind of intrigues that the Nigerians don't really understand politicians for.
Well, not that Nigerians don't understand them. It's a matter of what can you do. They are the drivers, we are the passengers on the bus. Just that unlike when you are on a particular bus ride, you are the one that tells the driver where you want to go, and it takes you to that destination. But in this case, they are the drivers. They are also the ones that will determine what destination you want to go, whether you like that destination or not. So they have arrogated to themselves those powers. And then for those who are worried about a drift into a one-party state, it has been done democratically. It's not as if anybody is forcing it on anyone, like I have said. So, well, if in the ideal situation, a drift into a one-party state would be of benefit to the Nigerian masses. After all, that is what they always tell us when they want to run for elections, that it is all about the masses. They want to serve. It is when they get there that the song changes, and it's now them versus the people. So, if a drift into a one-party state will serve the interests of the vast majority of the Nigerian masses, so be it. Like I said, so long as it is done democratically, in a system that allows for defections, in a system that allows for people without conscience to jump boats, and then say that for a number of reasons, flimsy reasons, they are dumping the party that made them, and they are dumping the people that made them, and they are pitching tents with the other side. Well, like I said, so be it, as long as our system says this is democratic. And so I do not know what grouses these people have. I mean, those that have a grouse with this, they should not be addressing President Tinubu. Why are they not addressing those that are jumping boat off their own volition? Like I said, maybe there are things I'm not seeing, but I didn't see any chains on their neck. I didn't see them being dragged forcibly into the ruling party. And like President Tinubu said, that they should take care of their own households first, before coming to point fingers at somebody that is orchestrating the drift into a one-party state.
I want to ask you, is this also democratic when you assume office as governor, as senator, as any political office holder, as with a political party, under a political party, and still while in office you now defect to another party?
Well, like I said, our system allows it, so that means it's democratic. if our system allows it.
Well, it was gathered that is from the Punch here, that top APC officials who are privy to the ongoing political maneuvering, yes, that more governors from the south will soon declare for the ruling APC. And Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State defected from the PDP to the APC alongside the members of the State Executive Council. And barely 24 hours later, another PDP governor, yes, like I said earlier, Joye Diri of Bayelsa State, resigned his party membership.
And it looks like the deputy governor is not with him on this. I know that deputy governor to senators rep members ditch Bayelsa governor. I think that Mr. Diri's decision is changing the state's political outlook for the very first time since 1999. It's always been PDP. So now, but as he said, which party he will be joining? As at yesterday evening, we still didn't have any inkling as to where he would be going, although there are strong indications that he will be going to the APC. Okay. Says I'm trying to see that thing about the deputy governor of Bayelsa State. And I think all the House of Assembly members also went with him, also jumped boat with him. 17 members of the House of Assembly already announced their decision to join Diri in leaving the PDP. The ones that could have given him a good run. So are they telling us that they have also consulted all their constituents and they have agreed that they should jump boats and dump the PDP?
I have this one here again. Well, I don't know. Like you said, that those defecting are not being held by the neck to defect, that they have gone on their own volition. But I believe that there are some moves underneath, through persuasions and all those.
Of course, carrots.
Yes, carrots. Just dangle the carrots. Now, Obi Dixon, ADC, rail against spate of defections to APC. Nobody can capture Southeast with defections, says Peter Obi. Tinubu's one-party state unfolding, like we mentioned earlier. That is according to the African Democratic Congress. And I remain firmly with PDP, Seriake Dixon. Then former Governor Ayodele Fayose says 3 more PDP governors will soon resign. Yes,
resign from the party.
From the party.
Bimbo, they are lamenting about one party state. If it had been the other way around, and the PDP was the one doing the harvesting, would they be complaining? Would they be lamenting about a drift into a one party state? If ADC was the party doing the harvesting, would they be crying about a drift into a one party state? I think they should just go and sit down if they cannot put their houses in order.
Yes, because it has been said earlier that they should go and put their house in order.
Well, another regarding the Bayelsa and the position of the deputy governor, it says here another round of intrigue was triggered by reports that the state deputy governor, Senator Lawrence Erojakpo, might also stick to the PDP and emerge the leader of the main opposition party in the state. And correspondents were told on Wednesday that the deputy governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Erojakpo, failed to attend the executive council meeting where Governor Diri announced his resignation from the PDP. Though the governor of Bayelsa was set to announce his new party, indications arrived that he was set to defect to the ruling APC. Well, these people are very predictable, Bimbo. Regarding the deputy governor of Bayelsa State, you can expect that impeachment moves will soon commence. If they act according to true to type, like I said, they are very predictable, and one can begin to predict what's going to happen next. They want to remove him from that seat.
From that seat, yes.
So
now the new INEC chairman that was nominated, he is about to be, screened today. And the Senate will today, screen Professor Joash Ujo Amopiton for the position of chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. And the announcement was contained in a circular issued on Wednesday by the Director of Information for the Senate, Bula Audu Biala, and made available to journalists in Abuja. The development comes barely 24 hours after President Bola Tinubu's letter seeking the speedy confirmation of Amopiton was read on the Senate floor by the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. And yes, I think the screening will come up. Yes, it will come up today. Yes.
And also the admonitions have continued to flood in for the new INEC chairmanship nominee. Keep your position intact, Peter Obi tells Amopiton.
And the nomination, that is Amopiton's nomination, which followed last week's endorsement by the National Council of State, marks a significant transition for the electoral body following the exit of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu after a decade at the helm of affairs of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
Nigeria's inflation rate drops to 18.02% as food prices, energy costs decline. Bimbo, have food prices declined?
It has not declined.
And the energy cost?
Energy cost especially. That energy cost, that yesterday, after about 2 months in my area, they brought electricity for about 2 hours in the night and took it. Second day, brought it for 1.5 hours in the night, and I'm sure after today, they brought it in the next maybe 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we will not have electricity.
So again, the cost of food has decreased on paper, ditto for the cost of energy, and yet the authorities keep celebrating this paper data. They keep celebrating it as if that is the reality. Yes. And I wonder, I don't get it, Bimbo. Economists in Nigeria, they celebrate paper details as against the reality.
Yes, when you buy, okay, you go to Bodija market now, and buy a bag of rice. Okay, it was said that it has reduced to maybe 60 or 1,000 or
okay, maybe that's what they are looking at, but that's still a lot. So the minimum is 77,000.
Yes, and it depends on
the national. At the federal level.
It depends on the the kind of rice, the type of rice. But go to where you buy on a retail basis, it is the same price that they sell per Congo. That when the commodity was expensive then, it is now that a bag has come down, the same price is still being the price is still being sold like that since then.
And they said they are yet to exhaust the old stock. So since then they still haven't exhausted it. 18.2% as food prices, energy costs decline. Oh, petrol is also energy, and then in recent days, the petrol, the marketers, ditto for the people who buy the petrol, have been struggling with a shoot up in cost, which no one has been able to explain, give reasons for.
On a lighter note now. Yeah, we were talking about defections, from PDP to APC, APC to ADC, ADC to NMPP. Now, this conversation here, social media conversation here, it said civil servants should also be given the opportunity to defect. Example, from Ministry of Labour to CBN or NNPC.
Well, I think there are actually opportunities for that, but that under that kind of defection would be very difficult. It's often an accident task, but it is possible. It's called conversion.
Conversion, yes. That means that it has to go through a certain process.
And if you are converting, or let me say defecting into let's assume the CBN or NNPC is a political party, and your current political party is, for instance, the State Civil Service, and then you want to defect into a juicier political party like the CBN or the NNPC. You have to go through a lot of procedures. You have to know people.
Yes.
You have to know the high ups, or you have to be maybe exceptionally brilliant. Maybe you're a genius or something, and they come looking for you themselves. So those are the conditions. So it's actually possible. The defection is actually possible in our profession.
Now, the House of Reps is making a move that I think will really bring some sense into our people, talking about suicide. Reps move to ban hazardous pesticides. Well, ban hazardous pesticides. Pesticides normally are being used, pesticide, insecticide, to treat maybe grasses and insects and all those. The people abused it then. They just drink it like I don't want to mention the name. It is a popular pesticide. They will drink it. They commit suicide because of one little issue, one small issue. Well, I would not say little issue, any issue that might be troubling one, but it doesn't mean that you should commit suicide by drinking all these pesticides and insecticides and so.
Remember, I'm also not encouraging suicide, and it is not the solution to anything. If you are out there and you are feeling suicidal, please know that you are not alone regarding your peculiar kind of difficulty or problem. Yes. Do not take your own life. Well, like I said, Bimbo Olomada Alamu, you must have this say that sometimes when these frustrations come, I'm talking about the mindset of people that commit suicide. You're about to say Ikuya Jesilo. They will say Eyagbari, also Jojo Agbari. But the same, well, you must have those sayings quite alright, but then there are also sayings that encourage you in times of despair and not to take your own life. Let's have this quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Keke make a mobile, make it mobile, oh, make it mobile, yeah. Anywhere you dey,
go with the best.
Make it mobile. Any motor.
All right, we're back, and the program is still conversation. Now, regarding the matter of suicide and the moves by the reps to ban these hazardous substances, again, they are leaving leprosy and treating eczema. They should address the reason people are committing suicide,
yes.
Frustrations, the state of the nation, and again, they should address value systems decline that would, for instance, make a young person want to commit suicide because he or she was jilted by a lover, and then other issues. I mean, they should address, like I said, various issues that could make a person, especially young people, to want to take their own lives, the frustrations in the system, and then young people, I mean, proper education, proper enlightenment, proper counseling. That even sometimes these young ones, they take their own lives because they failed an exam, because they come into contact with certain situations in the course of their career when they are away from home that they cannot cope with. Their parents are not there. There's no shoulder to cry on. Then they go take their own lives. All that should be addressed first and foremost. Even if you are going to ban hazardous pesticides, there are things that people use these pesticides for now.
Yes, originally. And yes, they should also address the state of the nation. See how somebody that one lady, I think about 3, 4, 5 years ago, that jumped into the jumped over the third mainland bridge because he was owing 150 or 170,000 naira. So that means the economic situation of the country is not okay for that woman not to be able to pay, to gather 150,000, 170,000 naira to give back to who she owed then.
And these aside from the state of the economy, these wicked banks, banking system, they've killed a lot of people.
Yes,
with their loans and then with the wicked terms and conditions.
Yes.
They do everything to make sure that you are not able to pay. So that if you are someone that has assets, and then especially if they see that you have those big assets, and then you use that as collateral, they will do everything to make sure you are not able to pay, so they can take over your assets. Even if you are not an ordinary person, but just go and take one of these small time loans, and they also make sure they do everything to frustrate you.
Yes.
So that wherever you are earning a salary, eventually your salary will perpetually go to them when you are unable to pay because of those difficult and stringent terms and conditions, things that you will not even see. You know, they list these conditions from in very small letters, and they're so voluminous, they know that you will not be able to sit down and read through that this is a trap. And if you have, I don't know if you've experienced this before, if you have a friend in the banking system, he would advise you very, very strongly. It has to be a very close friend.
Yes.
That don't ever take a loan from them.
Yes. They
themselves, they don't take it. Their staff, they have all the opportunity to do so, even up to very huge amounts. But you, as far to be corrected, you can investigate Bimbo.
Yes.
They will not. They won't, because they know it is a death trap.
Yes.
So those are all the things that should be looked into.
Yes, all those things.
Why we have a high rate of suicide in our country.
Yes. And now let me just quickly go through what it says. Amid rising suicide rates and mounting public health threats, the House of Representatives has vowed to curb the use of highly hazardous pesticides in agricultural production across the country to safeguard public health, food safety, and the environment. So what do they want them to use to assist their production, their agricultural production?
Well, it may not be an outright ban, just that its availability might be heavily regulated. You don't just go into like some of these very powerful medicines. Medications that you don't just walk into a pharmacy and say you want to buy it. The pharmacist must see your prescription.
Your prescription, yes.
All right. Jubilation in Benin, as Governor Okoro gives employment letters to 5,000 teachers. Well, that's a good one. The 5,000 were originally contract teachers who for years were on contract with a monthly stipend of 65,000 naira. during the government of former Governor Godwin Obaseki. Now they have been formally handed appointment letters. And well, that's a good one.
Good one. Now, Plateau State is in the news again. Not good news, bad news again. Killings. 13 persons have been confirmed dead following separate attacks on Rachas village in Eipang district and Rawul village in Fan district of Barakanladi local government area of Plateau State. Chairman of the council, Stephen Puajok, described the late night attacks on Tuesday as unprovoked and deeply regrettable. I'm always pissed off with these killings. What do they want? What do they want? Why the killings?
Is the question what do they want, or why are they still there? Why are they still operating so freely?
So freely,
why have
yes.
they not been flushed out? After the what's the name of that community again that made the president to go visiting the other time? Was that was Benue?
Benue State. It was Benue State.
That was Benue. Now, Plateau, ditto for Plateau. We are still hearing these stories.
Yes, Barakanladi district for that matter. I don't understand. And there are so many military police bases there, especially the military. Air Force, yes, they are there. They had been in Jaws for some time.
Forget about those ones, though. The usual excuses are they cannot be everywhere at the same time. But then they know they're back in Ladin, so it's one of the hotspots.
Yes.
For the troublemakers, and then yet they are still there. They are still domiciled there. They are not the ones making this trouble. They do not come. They're not just driving from outside. They stay. They are domiciled themselves somewhere within that community, yet they cannot be flushed out. IMF hails Nigeria's fiscal reforms, calls for smarter spending, stronger tax systems.
And the first suspects allegedly linked to the murder of the late chairman of Oluyole local government area in Osun State, Remi Abbas, were arraigned yesterday before the Federal High Court in Abuja. And the defendants, Abubakar Kabiru, also known as JJ 38, Tajudeen Okweyemi 30, Akin Agbomojo 28, and Akinto Yolayemi 40, all from Ikiri and Akom in Osun State, were arraigned before Justice Joyce Abdul Malik. Well, I think I should remember that case, but well, it is in court, and they should face what they should face.
And if they are found guilty, the full weight of the law should be brought against them.
Yes.
Alleged misconduct, DSS arrests 2 ex-operatives. Arrested for misconduct. And okay, you also have diet soda unsafe for liver. Expert warns. Diet soda. I don't know if anybody is a fan of diet soda.
Diet soda. Well, I'm not really.
It's a kind of beverage that has low sugar.
Okay. Yes, and this one says man arrested over girlfriend's death in Ondo State. And well, yes, 2 kidnappers arrested in Rivers State, and Supreme Court strikes out EFCC appeal seeking to upturn Nemasa AIDS acquittal.
All right, smuggled petrol. It says there, motorists jubilate as customs sell intercepted petrol at 600 naira per litre in Ibadan.
That is
the petrol was smuggled, intercepted by the customs service, and they sold it to the public
at 600 naira per litre. That is interesting.
All right, let's have this commercial break. When we are back, we open the phone lines.
If person ask you, say, wetin be the game where they totori you pass, you go tell them, say na better know all the time. No go dull
yourself, make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging, and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Better know, the game don start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Na only for people wey don pass 18 years. Better know na proud partner of Aston Villa.
Èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. Ó nílò àpò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Níbikíbi tó bá wà ló fún ojúlówó. Ó yá sọ pé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Mobile ní ìṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó. Mobile.
Ball, I beg you get change. I won't give customer.
I don't get to. Get First Money Merchant POS. Let customers pay with cards and never miss a sale. Don't let no change cost you sales. With First Money Merchant POS, enjoy fast payments, instant settlement, and secure transactions. Visit any First Bank branch or sign up on www.firstbanknigeria.com/get your POS to get yours today. First Bank, you first.
Right, we're back and the program is still conversation. Right, your turn. Time to open the phone lines. 070-5555-1985 and the way to 5500-9850.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo. Good morning, sir.
Mr. John.
Yeah, John calling from Ilorin.
Good to have you, sir.
On the state of the economy, experts not only in Nigeria but all over the world keep saying Nigeria is heading the right way. They keep saying Nigeria is improving economically. But the truth is that we can't truly rubbish what they are saying. Government now need to look inward. Why are people still suffering if the economy is improving? Even some people who are critical of Nigerian economy, who has been so concerned about how bad it is some years ago, now have changed their mind that economy in Nigeria is improving. The government now knows the problem. Number one, like I was discussing with my fellow farmer last week, the farmers this year, we hardly get anything because price has crashed. 100% price has crashed. What we sell maize last year, cassava was not the same we are selling this year. It has crashed. Yet, when you get to those who sell in the market, you wonder why the price are still high. Mm-hmm. Why the people that buy from us buy on a very cheap rate? The government have to look at the energy sector because most of them still hang on the fact that cost of transportation is very high. Yes, you farmers are selling for people very cheap, but by the time they sell to us, they sell it very high because cost of transportation. The government should find a way to crash the price of petrol because the economy relies so much on petrol. They should find a way to crash it, maybe to 600 or 500 naira. I think automatically everything will crash because everybody hang on the fact that cost of transportation to bring those food down is very costly. The government should look at this. As for the defection, well, I believe, like I used to say, that PDP is a version of APC. All of them, virtually all of them, including the people that are still there, that will never leave.
For Mr. Wiki, aside the fact that is part PDP, part APC, or APC in PDP skin, he still has a bigger game plan, like Mr. John has said, that he's still looking ahead. He will stay in that party, he won't officially defect, so that when the ruling party finally crashes after 8 years of Tinubu, then he will still be the winner. He wouldn't have lost anything because people will rush back into the PDP.
But you should realize that nobody knows tomorrow. Yes.
True.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bingo.
Good to have you, Mr.
This Governor Makinde has left at this fight. He has repeated a very long time. Yes, he was a between two, but Governor Makinde is, if you look at him, very wise. You know, if you have a striker on the pitch of play, you have different kinds of strikers. Some are sharp shooters, some are very clever. Governor Makinde is very clever. He knows when to start a war and he knows when to end it. He has ended his own war. So we all know where he is right now. Others have not ended. They are doing it. Then, the defection reminds me of during the Abacha era, in the Cow Street. You all remember everybody is hearing, everybody is changing from one place where they want to be Abacha boy. In fact, the 5 political parties endorses Abacha, endorse Abacha then. So everybody wants to identify. If you don't identify with Abacha, you leave the country. That kind of thing. That is what is exactly happening now. But in a lighter, you know, the color is right now. So if either you join the moving train of APC or you stay one place, don't stay on the way track. That's what is happening now. But my pity for them is that this thing, what is happening now has a meaning. You know, it shows something. It shows those who can stand on their own and those who depend on others to excel in politics. So if you depend on others to excel in politics, you move right now to APC. But if you can stand on your own, you stand right now. So let them, what government will still go? We let them see how 8 left in PDP. More will still go. In fact, Solido, I'm not sure Solido will stay out with that guy again. All of them, some of them will still go. But something will happen. You know, it's a process. Something will happen that all of them will become downfunded. So that's that. So on the issue of an economy, when an economy has been at the lowest rate, and they did not meet it like this in 2015, in 2014, 2015, the economy wasn't like this. So when they came in 2015, although we all criticized Goodluck Jonathan, I was one of the first criticizing, but it was a better economy, better administrated than all this who came after him. But now they are elevating failure, and they are, the failure has improved anyway, from failure to PH, or what it is, from F9 to PH. But the celebrate is like.
Well, thank you, Mr. Jide. I guess you've made your point. And okay, Reps probe abandon $35 million modular refinery in Bayelsa.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Genesis. I'm from Abba.
All right.
On the issues of defense, you see, what? You know, our leaders, they are great. They are growing. That is what is happening. They want to enjoy the first subsidy. Not that Tinubu is not performing anyway. It's not performing for the common masses of Nigeria, but for the people in government alone. So they want to enjoy the first subsidy. Not that Tinubu is doing anything good. But let's see what will happen in 2027. The first 36 governors being APC doesn't mean that opposition cannot win. So let them defend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, Reps probe oil companies over violation of Petroleum Industry Act.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you, sir.
The economy is unfriendly, leading to increase in the rate of suicide and divorce. If the petrol subsidy is the reason, now, leading to high cost of everything, agricultural and whatever. Banning the use of insecticide is not the solution. There are other means of committing suicide. Will you cut off the trees because people hang themselves on the tree? So I think the solution is on the petrol subsidy. People are still killing the petrol. So then it's one that can use on the diesel, it's one reason. So whatever can be done to the issue of this petrol, the economy hangs so much on this petrol whatever. Just as Mr. John have suggested, the something is done to petrol now. Why is it that petrol is possible to Wahala? Something that God has given to us, why can't we manage it such that it will give our benefits? Whatever can be done to it, please. But the problem is that I'm not sure people in the authority are hearing of every day because there have been no changes. Whatever can be done so that they can be aware of what we are talking every day, so that the economy will be friendly and people will live long, this society and diversity will be minimized. That's my opinion.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much.
Fuel price climbs to 1,000 naira as queues resurface.
Yes, I've been seeing the experiences from when I came out this morning. At least 900 and in Ibadan, 960 something naira per liter.
And they say things are getting better.
Quickly, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, quickly.
I'm Alex Emore. On division, they let all of them to the APC. People are suffering by hunger. Let the APC. If they do the election, not asking. APC will do the election. That's not matter. But my case, they know the election. They will write it up. I let chairman say what to do. Excuse them. Let's go, matter. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. William.
Project time is 7:30 and we have to go. We'll be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akonbi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
Conversation.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
98.5 FM. Oh yeah. 98.5 FM. It's just the place to be with the radio experience.
If you're looking for the best in news, sports and entertainment, we got everything you need and so much more. Yeah.
98.5 FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM.
Hear me now. To your dial to the number one station. You get even quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5.
Oluyole. 98.5 FM. 98.5 FM. Oluyole. 98.5 FM. 98.5 FM.
It's another beautiful Thursday morning right here in the beautiful city of Ibadan. Time check at 7:30 a.m. and it's sport time. This is Oluyole 98.5 FM, the trailblazer, the part of the nation, and of course, you know, the best in the West. Boluwaji Ogumala is here once again with all the news that you can use in the beautiful and ever exciting world of sport. We get the latest, the hottest, and the juicy sport news making rounds this beautiful morning. Well, on the show today, we kickstart from the Nigerian Premier Football League. It's on the news that Bala Football Club have let go of their head coach Adam Bosso, and a new coach stepped in immediately. But also to show this beautiful morning, we take a look at how Nigerian teams are preparing to represent their fatherland on the continent this coming weekend. And also on the show, we track the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. The finalists emerged yesterday. You want to find out the finalists get to listen up this beautiful morning. Well, also on the show, the Flamingos, they are in the news ahead of the Under-17 Women's World Cup, and then fallout from Nigeria's victorious outing against the Benin Republic to this goal. Someone is speaking this morning. He is Adam Ako. Well, also on the show, we check out news from other sports. Commonwealth Games, Abuja has missed out once again. Stories coming from the world of boxing and a number of European stories to share this lovely morning. This and many more, it's time to enjoy this beautiful Thursday morning. It is day number 16 in the month of October 2025. Once again, you welcome on board. Let's kickstart this morning from the camp of Barao Football Club, where Barao Football Club have announced the appointment of Rabiu Tata as their new interim technical advisor. The Mania Boys, that's what they're called, took the decision following the departure of erstwhile coach that Ladam Bosso stepped down from the position due to family reasons, according to the club. The experienced tactician